let's just jump right in, because that title, it's not an exaggeration. We're about to unpack why artificial intelligence isn't some distant sci-fi idea. It's the single most powerful force reshaping our world and the global balance of power right this very second. When most of us hear the term AI, our minds probably jump to a few familiar things. Maybe it's a handy tool, a fun creative partner, or just some clever feature in an app we use. But I want you to understand, that's just the surface. The real story is so much bigger, and it affects every single one of us.
I mean, we're all swimming in this stuff, right? We use AI when we're talking to customer service bots, generating wild images, or organizing our workday. We see it in the shows Netflix thinks we'll like, and the ads that seem to read our minds. But here's the thing. While we've been focused on all these day-to-day tools, a quiet strategic revolution has been unfolding behind the scenes.
And just look at this. What's so revealing here isn't just the quote itself, but who said it. That's not a tech CEO hyping up their latest product, that's a head of state. See, leaders in every major capital, from Washington to Beijing to Moscow, they all agree on one critical point. AI is the new center of gravity for global power. They don't just see a technology, they see the entire arena for the future of competition.
So let's start with the first and most visceral domain of this competition, warfare. And I want you to forget any images of clunky movie robots. The reality is so much more subtle and honestly, way more revolutionary. We're walking into an era where the battlefield itself is starting to think.
The one concept you really need to get your head around is hyperwar. This isn't just about making war faster. It's a total phase shift. It's about warfare moving from the speed of human thought to the speed of machine processing. We're talking about a world where conflicts could be fought and decided in minutes, maybe even seconds, before a human commander even gets the first alert. The fight is over before we even know it's begun. And don't get it twisted, this is not science fiction. It is happening as we speak. Countries are scrambling to integrate AI into their militaries. We've already seen autonomous drones used with absolutely devastating effect in recent conflicts. AI is sifting through mountains of intel to find targets faster than any human team ever could. And there are even AI commanders running incredibly complex war game simulations, learning and adapting at a speed that is literally inhuman.
So here's the bottom line. Trying to defend against an AI-driven attack using only human reflexes, well, it's like trying to catch a bullet with your bare hands. It's a recipe for disaster. The raw speed and complexity of AI warfare just makes traditional defense obsolete. This changes absolutely everything. Now, this high-tech arms race isn't just happening on the battlefield. It's got a twin, and it's happening in another huge arena, the global economy. Because the very same technology that's revolutionizing war is also poised to completely rewrite the global economic rulebook.
Just let that number sink in for a second. Analysts think AI could pump almost $7 trillion into the global economy. To put that into perspective, that is bigger than the entire economies of most countries on Earth. This isn't just about growth, it's a seismic shift in who has the wealth. The nation that leads in AI will almost certainly dominate the 21st century economy. And you better believe every country knows it. And this economic race, well, it's quickly becoming a two-horse race. For now, the United States has the edge in that really foundational, cutting-edge AI research. But China has made becoming the world's AI superpower its #1 national priority. It's leveraging a top-down approach and massive pools of data that just aren't available in the West. This is a clash of titans, and nobody knows for sure how it's going to play out.
But this contest isn't just about military tech or economic growth. There's a third battlefield, and it's a lot more sinister. It's the fight over information, over perception, over the very idea of truth itself.
The weapon in this new war is the power to create fakes, deep fakes, so convincing that they're almost impossible to tell from reality. Just think about the chaos that could cause: a fake video of a world leader declaring war, a fabricated audio clip of a CEO that sends the stock market into a nosedive. We are fast approaching a world where seeing is believing just doesn't apply anymore, a world some are calling the end of truth.
This diagram here really puts it all into perspective. Just look at how AI acts like a gasoline on the fire for all these other threats. At the top, you've got these huge strategic threats like AI-powered biotech, and that trickles down into a whole range of attacks, more precise cyber attacks, hyper-targeted disinformation campaigns that can hit not just military bases, but the very fabric of our society. The goal is to use AI to attack everyone, everywhere, all at once.
Okay, so we've looked at the military, the economy, and the information space. Now let's pull the camera all the way back and see the bigger picture that's forming. Because this is the moment where we really have to stop and think again about what AI truly is.
Is it just a fancier kind of bomber plane? A faster way to trade stocks? A more sophisticated form of propaganda? Is it just the next shiny object that nations will use to get one up on each other?
The answer is a hard no. AI is something much, much bigger. It is not just another tool being used in the old game of geopolitics. It is the new game. It's the landscape, it's the environment, it's the very air through which power is now going to be projected in this century. AI isn't just changing the world, it is fundamentally reorganizing it.
And that puts us in this really unique and frankly urgent moment in history. Some are calling it the inter-AI years. This is it. This is the brief, critical window happening right now where all the rules for this new world are being written. The norms, the standards, the ethical red lines, and the big strategic plans that will govern the age of AI, they are all being decided as we speak.
This old dilemma from the world of diplomacy has never been more true. Our ability to shape the future of AI is at its peak right now, at the exact same moment that our understanding of its full consequences is at its absolute lowest. If we wait for certainty, our chance to act will have vanished. The choices that are being made today, in labs, in boardrooms, in government offices, are locking in the future, for better or for worse.
So this all boils down to the most important question of all. As this technology completely reorders global power, who gets to decide what the future looks like? Will it be a future shaped by democratic values, things like openness and individual freedom, or will it be one defined by authoritarian control and total surveillance? The race for AI leadership isn't just about who has the best tech, it's a race between two completely different visions for humanity, and that is a race that none of us can afford to lose.